Welcome, adventurers. Today we're ranking every creature we've faced in our epic Dungeons & Dragons campaign, called the Crystal Corruption of the Forgotten Lands. From terrifying monsters to ridiculous foes, we've seen it all. So grab your dice or ale, and let's dive in. Before we begin, here's how we're ranking them. Combat difficulty, roleplay potential, and overall fun factor. Now let's get to the list. Starting off in the bottom tier, we have, why did we even fight these? This thing barely put up a fight, and honestly, we felt bad for it. Moving on. Then we have, it's alright, pretty normal fight. They try to put up a fight and we kill them. Followed by, tough but fair. These creatures gave us a challenge, but they didn't wipe the party, duh. These creatures tested our strategy and teamwork, and for that, they earn a respectable spot in the middle of the list. Then, not garlic bread approved. I mean, some of them were almost able to kill some of players if it wasn't for the teamwork. And finally, could have total party killed us. Finally, the best of the best. These monsters weren't just tough. They defined our journey. Whether it was the boss monster, finally, the best of the best. These monsters weren't just tough. They defined our journey. Whether it was the boss monster that nearly TPK'd us, or the mystical creature that changed the entire story, these encounters will go down in history. Let's jump into it. At level 1, we were into a town, and we need to find a missing person. A missing herbalist. She was caught by some spectral wolves that they had normal actions like bite and claw. They had a special effect. If you got burned by these wolves, you cannot heal through normal means. It was a tough battle, but it was alright. There was not much to do. Go ahead and bonk them with silver. Wepa ones. They also dropped a lunar charm. Basically, if you mix those two lunar charms, you get a spell. A lunar beam, which is quite OP. Surprise enough, the fighter got it. We leveled up after that fight. Then we had the Artuk warriors. Warriors that lived in forest means basically free people. They were good at fights. They had some long-range radiant attacks, also called as radiant pallets, and in melee range, they had multi-attacks which could also grapple you. A grapple with DC 12 strength save. It was not too difficult for most of us, as most party members were warriors, fighters basically, and we had no reason to fight these. These were meh? Okay thing. They had their own uphill battle with us, which was very nice for a change of pace. But we didn't need to fight these people. This could have been avoided. So this goes into why did we even fight these? At level 2, we also fought regular bandits. These were alright because these were just regular bandits, good at stealth. Have a short sword for meal and bow, an arrow for long range. But some of them are sleeping arrows, duh. An interesting thing happened when they fought us. They had an ambush, which made it a little fair, but not a big deal for the fighters. One of them was on a tree, and I just used a command. Leap. He just fell to the ground right in front of the fighters. So that was not a difficult challenge, but it was a fair fight. Then at level 3, we fought the virtues. These characters were a bit different. It was a tough battle, with them having a radiant bolt and a blinding flash, with DC of 15. If not, you will be blinded, and with all blinded effect, you get disadvantage on all the melee attacks. With my party of 2 fighters, 1 it was a bit difficult. And they had something. They had an effect. Well, not an effect, but a trait, where if they are hovering or they are flying, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. The problem was, they were always flying, so I put them into a tough but fair category. Then out of all of a sudden, there were these giants, undead giants. At first we thought they were just sentries, but no, they were just hidden undead giants, waiting for a party to get near them, and just attack them. They were some tough motherfuckers, tough as nails with their own multi-attacks. They were good at hiding also. But the thing was, I was a cleric, and I had turned undead. Once they got close to all the fighters and I just turned undead, they had to run away. and everyone got their opportunity attacks on them. So that was a nice battle. A tough one, if not for undead, one of them would have just died. Literally died. Then we have something called a centipede. Not normal centipedes, but crystal centipedes. They were tough. They had rough skin, a higher AC. And if you attack them, without melee attack them, they would shoot out crystal spikes, because they were corrupted with crystalline poison, and they shot crystal arrows or something once they were attacked, dealing 1d6 damage every time you attack. That was not approved by the garlic bread god. But still, we fought them along. It was a good fight though. Then you have sentry, an automation basically, that was guarding something. It had sentry beam, a beam that moved through people. So if your party's standing in a line, you're fucked out. It was a tough battle, because they had some virtues with them. Sentry was also, it was tough, but fair. The fight was not that difficult, but it was a tough battle, and it actually gave us something that we could harvest from it, the beam, and turned it into a gun. So we have a gun now, a sentry gun, that basically no one can use. Hurry. Then we have the crystal golem. My god, it was difficult. This guy was at the top tier. Multi-attacks, shooting crystals and 10 feet away when hit. Tough as nails. If it wasn't for a whole team working together, we would have lost many of the party members. A good battle with good attacks and tanking capabilities. This was an amazing battle, Dot. And finally, a crystal wyvern. My god, it could have TPK'd us. The only thing that differentiated us while getting this encounter, that it was weak. His AC was down, his health was down, and we were like level 4. We are level 4. And it could have already killed most of us. It had multiple bite attacks. It had brutal breath attack. Dot, that almost one-shot a character, Dot. It had an ability called Scorch. But if you got hit with the breath weapon, it's damage every turn for 3 rounds. Surprisingly, we got him really good. And that helped us getting some crystal bones, which might help us. It will help us in the future, I'm not sure. But overall, it was a good experience as my first campaign. So, that was our ranking. Which creature do you think was the most important? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more D&D adventures. Until next time, may your rolls be ever in your favor. Thank you.